Alright guys, tonight's dinner is going to be the Home Chef Cider Beurre Blanc Pork Tenderloin with Parmesan-roasted carrots and Brussels sprouts. So, yum. Looks exciting. So far, I've really been enjoying my Home Chef meals. This is my second week cooking with Home Chef, and so I'm excited to try out this recipe. All the other recipes so far has been really great. The food's been really delicious, and I've really been enjoying it. And our meal. Sorry, I just accidentally wet this while I was washing my chef knife. So this is our package. This is what's going to be in our Home Chef Beurre Blanc Pork Tenderloin. Beurre is French for butter, and Blanc is French for white. So you having cider butter white pork tenderloin. Doesn't translate the same. So this is going to be my pork tenderloin, and it's from the Chicago. It's from the Chicago Meat Authentication. Okay, so looks like a nice piece of pork tenderloin. Now I have to say I received this box a week ago, and it was a very busy weekend for me, so I had to kind of freeze my meats to keep them fresh. And so what I do is last night after I cooked my my steak dinner, I just transfer the tenderloin from the freezer portion, from the freezer part of my fridge onto the bottom of the fridge, and I just kept it in the fridge, and it pretty much defrost in the fridge, and it's nice and fresh. Meat is just, the pork tenderloin looks very fresh, and I've had my box for about a week. Yeah, it's been about a week because I got this box a week ago, like I said, and I just haven't had a chance to cook the meat. And so I cooked all the dishes that I had with tomatoes because I wanted the tomatoes to stay fresh in the recipe. Okay, so we're gonna have what looks like, this is some thyme sprigs. Love cooking with thyme. Some Brussels sprouts. I have to say, before I started cooking with Home Chef, I did not love Brussels sprouts. In fact, we used to cook it for the holidays, and I never tried any other dish that had Brussels sprouts. It was, I guess, a myth. I was always told Brussels sprout tasted really nasty, really gross, so I really stayed away from it. So Home Chef is really making me step out of my comfort zone, and they're making me cook dish that I wouldn't, making me use vegetables which I normally wouldn't use. And I have to say, I've had 2 or 3 dishes so far with Brussels sprouts, and each different recipe has had me create it a very different way, and I really love Brussels sprouts. We have some carrots, and this is a very low carb dish here. So have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carrots, and you have damn it, there goes the chef knife. Some apple cider. Haven't cooked with apple cider before. I've had apple cider in drinks before, but never cooked with it. You have your Parmesan cheese, and you have about 3 butter for the sauce. So again, the nutrition for this dish is, it's about 31 grams of carbohydrates. It's a very low calorie dish. It's 586 calories, and it's going to take about 35 to 45 minutes to prep. And it's a easy menu to prepare. And so far, I have to say, all of Home Chef meals have been on the easy, kind of medium, kind of moderate type of. I haven't had any difficult dish to cook. And the spice level here, it says not spicy. But again, if you're an island girl like myself and you like spice in your dish, you can put your own spice, so you can kind of improvise with the dish a little bit. I tried to create the dish as close as possible to the recipe card, and so far it's been a hit, and I've really been enjoying it. Next week I'm going to be cooking with HelloFresh, so I'll do a comparison towards the end of next week to see, do I prefer cooking with Home Chef, or do I prefer cooking with HelloFresh. So far I have to say, with the 2 weeks that I have been cooking with Home Chef, it's been really great for me, and I'm gonna pause the video and come back and show you what the dish looks like. All right, pausing. Later. Okay, so I went ahead and cut my carrots, Brussels sprouts, and my thyme, and my I've seasoned my pork tenderloin. The recipe called for salt and pepper, but because I like to have a little flavor and a little bit of a spice to my dish, I went ahead and added my own spice seasoning for the pork tenderloin. Now, here's the before you cook section. I find that this section is pretty much very helpful. The before you cook, the while you cook, and also from the chef, because this pretty much helps saves you some time when you're cooking. And it gives you step-by-step directions. Again, like I said, like all of the Home Chef meals has been very easy and very quick to prepare. And if you, before you start cooking, you read the before you cook section, and also while you cook, and also from the chef, it really helps you speed through the process as far as preparing the ingredients and getting everything ready to begin your cooking process. So again, my second week with Home Chef, loving everything so far, and I'm going to pause the video so I can start cooking. All right, so this is it. So come back soon. Later. Okay, I just finished tossing olive oil with a little bit of olive oil and some Parmesan cheese over the vegetable. Getting ready to put it in the oven and roast it under 450 degrees, and going in the oven. Okay. All right, I'm getting ready to cook my pork tenderloin. Gonna sear it first, adding about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Yeah, it looks like 2 tablespoons. Alright, it's called for medium heat, and I am going to sear this puppy for 45 minutes. Oh. Sounds so good. Oh, looking so delicious right now. Okay. Oh, my vegetables have pre-roasted. Gonna move that out of the oven. Yeah, these okay. All right. Alright, so I've just finished searing my pork tenderloin. Going to transfer it down to the pan with the vegetables, so it could finish cooking in the oven. Just the searing of the meat smells so freaking good. So excited for that. Can't wait to taste this dish. Now back in the oven it goes for another 8 to 12 minutes. So along with the vegetables, it goes in. Okay, now I'll take the pans back on the stove. I'm now adding in the apple cider. Going to bring to boil. I think the recipe calls to me to put all the apple cider. Yeah, all the apple cider. Okay, I'm going to reduce my heat. I don't think I need my fan anymore. anymore. Okay. I'm going to bring this to a boil. Once I bring it to a boil, I'm going to, it's going to simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. And once that's done, that's been reduced, I'm going to remove the pan from the stovetop range, and add in the butter with the thyme. So with half of the thyme, and use the sauce to base our pork tenderloin. Yeah, so can't wait to see what that looks like. All right, so I'm going to use my thyme. Reduce that. Okay, my timer should be going off soon. It's getting kind of thick. Okay, so again, I've never cooked with apple cider, so interesting. All right. It's almost caramelizing it a little bit. Okay, so I just added my butter to the apple cider, and it's kind of adding in half the thyme. We're gonna save the rest for the vegetable. Okay, that's the sauce. Taste it. It tastes really good. So good. I don't think I let this simmer long enough, so I'm probably gonna increase the heat a little bit. Alright, so I'm just waiting on my vegetable, and I'm gonna come back to plate the dish. But so far, super easy. Step-by-step direction followed. Again, read the before you cook section, because let me tell you, it saves me lots of time, because once I read it and I pretty much have an idea of what I have to do, it just, everything else is just speed sailing after that. All right, so it just came out the oven. Brussels sprouts, looking so delish. Time to plate. Alright, so this is the final product for the Cider Beurre Blanc pork tenderloin with the Parmesan-roasted carrots and Brussels sprouts. So this is the dish, and this is my dish. So I think I pretty much captured it. Again, never started loving Brussels sprouts once I started cooking with Home Chef, and made the Blanc sauce, and the pork tenderloin is pretty tasty. Looks good. Time to eat, babe. Looks so good. All right. This is the dish, y'all. So happy with my creation. I think I did a pretty good job. Anyway, Home Chef.